We had a little moment.
You had a thing
She was
there.
trying to hold it down, but there was a little something there. I'm going to try and get maybe a phone number.
I saw it. She actually blew me a kiss as we walked off.
We can share. And
Share and share alike.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can have her on a Monday.
I'll take Tuesday.
Wicked. I'll do the Wednesday.
Round 4 in the back, £5,950. Another 10 seconds off the time. We'll start with the strongest link from the last round. It's Christian. Let's play the weakest link. Start the clock. Christian, in the authorised version of the Bible, in the first book of Samuel, the height of which giant is said to be 6 cubits and a span?
Goliath.
Correct, Janice. In music, the type of singing called yodeling originated in Austria and which neighbouring country?
Switzerland.
Correct, Dave. In books, the 1975 autobiography subtitled The Hilarious Life Story of Pete Murray is called One Day I'll Forget My What?
Pass.
Trousers. Susie. In text messaging, in a reference to the number of letters in each word, which emotional phrase is represented by the digits 1, 4, 3?
I love you.
Correct, David. In pop music, what U is the stage name of the US soul singer whose UK #1 singles include Burn, Yeah, and You Make Me Wanna?
Usher.
Correct, Terry. In
Bank.
theatre, a play by Shakespeare is entitled A Midsummer Night's What?
Dream.
Correct. Christian. In the 2009 film version of Star Trek, Jacob Kogan, Zachary Quinto and Leonard Nimoy all play which character at different ages?
Leonard Nimoy.
Mr. Spock. Janice. In The Home, the spring-loaded device patented in 1894 that's set with bait to catch small rodents is commonly called a mouse what?
Trap.
Correct, Dave. In mythology, what A was the name of the Greek hero whose entire body, apart from one heel, could not be harmed by weapons?
Achilles.
Correct, Susie. In music, the term ragga, that refers to a style of reggae with improvised lyrics, is an abbreviation of which word?
Reggae.
Ragamuffin, David. In modern literature, the fictional town of Lake Wobegon is the setting for several books by the American writer Garrison who?
Pass.
Keeler. Terry. In maths, what is 85 minus 54?
31.
Correct. Christian. In
Bank.
seafood, which crustacean, considered a luxury item in the UK, changes colour when cooked from blue-black to bright red?
Lobster.
Correct, Janice. In pop music, what's the name of the singer who has had UK #1 hits since 2000, entitled Radio and Rock DJ?
Robbie Williams.
Correct, Dave. In Grimm's fairy tales, the character who gives a queen 3 days to discover his name is called what? Rumpelstiltskin or Rumpy Pumpy?
Rumpelstiltskin.
Correct, Susie. In the 1999 film The Sixth Sense, the young boy played by Haley Joel Osment said the famous line, I see dead what?
People.
Answer in time, and it was correct, and you won £350. Who thinks DFS is a radio station? Who thinks Simon Mayo is a salad cream? Time to vote on the weakest link.
Having answered the most questions correctly, Janice is the strongest link. David is statistically the weakest link. But who will the team want off?
Voting over. It's time to reveal who you think is the weakest link.
Susie.
Susie.
Sorry, Susie.
David. Sorry, David.
Susie.
Susie.
So, Diddy.
Silly name, isn't it, Anne?
Yeah. It's suitable for you.
Descriptive.
Yeah. And you got the Usher question.
I did. That surprised you, didn't it?
It did.
Surprised me.
Yeah, did it? You keep up with the music.
I try to. I try to keep abreast of what's going on if I can.
Do you? And you knew you were going to be on with a lot of cool DJs, didn't you?
I knew that they were all very young and probably knew an awful lot more about current music than I do. Yeah.
And you thought the green sweater was appropriate, did you?
I'm just wearing this for the green room after the show.
Are you? Yeah.
Yeah.
And why did you want to get rid of Susie?
Well,
Your hair's standing up very
it's
well
fantastic,
to this evening,
isn't it? I know.
it?
Are you asking me if it's my own? Because
Yes.
I didn't steal it.
No.
No.
No, whose is it then? You just borrowed it.
Borrowed it from a friend.
Is it all? Is it just the front bit? Or is it all of it?
And I am like you, completely au naturel.
Yeah, OK.
No.
Do you have to cut it? Or it doesn't grow?
You have to cut it, wash it, and do everything with it.
Well, and do you have a little stand for it at night?
No, it's with me all the time.
Is it? You wear it in bed?
Go to bed with it at night.
Really?
It lives with me, yeah.
Yes. Why, Suzi?
I adore Suzi,
Well,
and she's the queen of rock and roll, but she did get an answer wrong, I'm afraid.
Terry, you were on Key FM. What happened?
Key 103 in Manchester. I was there for a week filling in.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to sack your researchers, and you can't get the staff nowadays. I blame it on
They didn't take you. They didn't give you the job then.
A what job?
The job of staying there.
Well, why would they do that?
You don't want a job.
I've got a job.
Oh, okay. Why don't you bring back the
That
word?
one's fallen a bit flat, hasn't it?
Why don't you bring back the word?
Why don't I bring back the word?
Yeah.
It'd have to be sponsored by Sanatogen or David's Wig Makers.
Why, Suzi?
Well, to be honest with you, she's been consistently useless the last couple of rounds. And I've got to say, I'm one of the biggest fans.
Good.
You know, I loved I've got all her records.
Now, Suzi.
Yes, ma'am.
Second time on the show.
Yes,
You're on in 2002.
I was, and I got to the end, which I was very proud of.
And you're still 58, huh?
No, I'm going to be 59 June the 3rd. I'm not going to start lying about my age now. I never have. Very
you look
proud.
very cool.
Thank you.
Great chick, doesn't she? Is still a great rock chick.
Thank you very much. I have a feeling there's a but coming.
No, there isn't. No, no, no. He wants to hear you sing. Half the audience want it. The whole of the audience want to hear you sing. What do we want to hear her sing? What do you want to hear her sing?
Devil Gate Drive, I like.
Oh, well, I'll just do the intro, okay? Can you do the shh? Hey, y'all want to go down to Devil Gate Drive? Yeah! Good night.
Suzi,
Yes.
you are the weakest link.
Good night.
Goodbye.
Thank you. Win lots of money. Everybody's playing very well. We've all been pretty much the same standard, you know. Everybody's clever enough, banking the money, but one by one, somebody has to go. The walk of shame, by the time I did it, it didn't really seem to be very important. I think nobody ever wants to go off first, but I got a nice big send-off. It was actually quite nice.
Round 5, your total is £6,300. Another 10 seconds off the time. We'll start the strongest link from the last round. That's Janice. Let's play the weakest link. Start the clock. Janice, in broadcasting, which informal term for headphones is also a word for metal containers used to preserve food and drink? Correct, Dave. In 1969, what W was the single-word name given to the festival in upstate New York advertised as
Woodstock.
Correct.
Bang.
David, in history, ancient dynasties known as Han, Tang and Sung ruled which country?
China.
Correct, Terry.
Bank.
In pop music, I Heard You on the Wireless back in '52 is the opening line of which 1979 UK #1 single by the Buggles?
Video killed the radio star.
Correct. Christian, in business, a payment that's made in advance is said to be what, up front or round the side?
Up front.
Correct, Janice. In nature, which word that sounds like the opposite of fast is the name of the fruit of the blackthorn?
Slow.
Correct,
Bank.
Dave. In dining room cutlery, what H is a part of a knife that is also possessed by a fork and a spoon?
Handle.
Correct, David. In the United States, when a police officer makes an arrest, he or she is obliged to say, "You have the right to remain what?"
Silent.
Correct, Terry. In pop music, which 1986 UK hit single by the Smiths includes the lyrics "Hang the DJ, hang the DJ, hang the DJ"?
Panic.
Correct. Christian, in
Bank.
takeaway food in the UK, which fish with a 3-letter name is often served with chips?
Cod in batter.
I'll accept cod. Janice, very close that. In literature, what W goes before the word heights in the name of a manor house featured?
Withering.
Correct.
Bank.
Dave. In broadcasting, the hip-hop DJ who joined Radio 1 in 1994 and whose father was the Bishop of Peterborough is Tim who?
Westwood.
Correct.
Bank.
David. In history, the Egyptian valley in which the tomb of Tutankhamun was found in 1922 by Howard Carter was given what English name?
Tooting common.
The valley